Hey guys, welcome to basediftrue, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy on Reddit. Sorry guys, I've been a long-time listener of Liberal Hive Mind and just had to steal his intro for the video. If you're in my comment section, man, I love your stuff. I'd definitely be down to talk sometime. But anyway, Redditors just can't escape the trend of hyper-politicizing every aspect of society. I remember as a kid when bumper stickers just were some fun little addition to your car that everyone can laugh at, and even the political ones had more of a comedic twist, more or less, but now it's literally all just propaganda. So if you like the channel, like, comment, and subscribe, because I see that 60% of you who regularly watch the channel aren't, which you know is bad luck. See a floppa, subscribe to a young floppa. But without further ado, let's get on to the posts. Alright, so here we are on the homepage, and I chose top of this year, and of course, the first bumper sticker that has 70,000 upvotes has to have something to do with fucking trans people. Alright, so it says, trans people existing does nothing negative to your life, you cry baby bitch, and that is a Space Marine from 40k it looks like. Now this one, unfortunately, I have to spend the most time discussing, not particularly because I want to, but because it has 70,000 upvotes, and I'm going to give you guys some ammunition on how to respond to this type of messaging without sounding equally insane. And hopefully I can make it quick because I'm so tired of this argument. So sure, most people won't be directly affected by trans people in daily life, but the real issue isn't with the individuals per se, it's with the ideology, cultural impacts, and laws surrounding gender identity. Framing gender dysphoria, which is rare and recognized in the DSM-5 as a normal, unquestionable identity, erases the medical nature of the condition, and even Jordan Peterson admits there's kids who suffer this severe mental health issue, which isn't saying there's trans kids, by the way, just that it's possible to affect children as well. But what we're all seeing now is an ideology where self-identification trumps biology, no pun intended, which leads to all the controversies we see regarding biological men playing in women's sports. And this ideology is being pushed onto children, complicating their development and dragging sexual politics into places it really doesn't belong. Like seriously, if you have 3 kids and if not one but all of them are trans, I have some serious questions to ask you, and you may belong in handcuffs. But there seems to be this psychological epidemic going on where now that anyone can be whatever they want, these gender categories have practically lost all meaning, and if there's no significant distinction between them outside of how the person feels, then I don't think they have a place in society really. And the criticism isn't hate for the most part, at least not on the ones who are gaslit by it, but by the ones who push it institutionally. So what we're mainly concerned about is the long-term impact it will have on the culture, like our laws, and the erasure of recognized mammalian biology and psychology essentially. And playing semantics games with words all day to score points doesn't really impress anyone, and neither does demonizing the general population with insults like crybaby bitch. Like, this shit only works on Reddit, but it really alienates and undermines your message, and if the goal is acceptance, this approach is obviously counterproductive, but it's something the left and particularly Democrats specialize at. So that is my rant, let's move on. Alright, Jesus, I yap a lot. Hey Canada, cut the power to the US on Super Bowl Sunday, 65K. Is this even possible? What the fuck is this? Okay, so I just did some research, and apparently the power grid from Canada only supplies the US with 2%, so it's more of a supplement than anything. I think the grid may be strained a little if all of a sudden Canada literally just turned off all their power, but it definitely wouldn't cut out the Super Bowl. This is just retarded. I was going to be a Trump voter for Halloween, but my head wouldn't fit up my ass. 43,000 upvotes. God, it's just so cringe how overt they are with it. They don't even hide it anymore, and I know it's been like this for a long time, but I feel like I used to see memes of all, caliber on Reddit, but this is just fucking sad. And they shall wear the mark of the beast upon their foreheads. Revelations 13, 16, 17. Sorry, 13, 16 through 17. I forgot how to read Bible verses or whatever. 40,000 upvotes. I don't think they're even quoting this right. Isn't it 666, not a fucking red hat? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? I guess that's the joke, but it's not very clever. Divorce your Republican husband. This is just the fucking sticker, 40,000 upvotes, nothing else, it's just this? Are we even trying anymore? I like the color of the car though, that's a sick red. But God, if I saw this, I would just cringe. Oh my God. Are we great yet? Because I just feel embarrassed. Oh my God. They won't let me leverage my identity for political favor anymore. What am I gonna do? I hope the fetus you save is gay. Is this supposed to be some type of insult? 37,000 upvotes? Are you admitting to wanting to kill a gay fetus? What the fuck is wrong with you? Can you at least pretend to be a good person? Oh, it's the same fucking one, except with 37,000. Oh, fuck. Except with 37,000 upvotes. Was this one really so good that it had to be popular twice? The guns don't kill people. People sure seem to think a book can make you gay. What is this even? The maggots are brilliant? What is this even referring to? 36,000 upvotes? I feel like we're really reaching with this one, but I think the topic is, you know, not trying to sexualize or show kids sexual things, because why would we need to do that? These are not analogous. What are we talking about? Short and sweet. Trump is a piece of shit. 36,000 upvotes. Wow. Dude, I should be making bumper stickers that just have like quirky one-liners about Trump. I feel like it could make so much money because these retards would actually buy them. Was a conservative all my life until 2020. Really? Even through 2016? Got my first bumper sticker today. Keep your country nice and clean. What does swastikas in America have to do with conservatism? 36,000 upvotes. Have we lost the plot? I've never talked to a conservative or a Republican IRL that was unironically like a Nazi or had Nazi beliefs. Like they may, you know, question why we're spending so much money towards Israel, but that's about it. Even the Conservative Party is still, you know, being heavily Christian and supporting Israel, which rubs, I'm sure, a lot of Republicans the wrong way because the party has changed so much, but still. You know how many Palestine flags I see at Democrat rallies? And I think we all know what their opinions of Israel and Jewish people are. But let's move on before I get canceled. Normal people don't vote for rapists. Well, find me a rapist then. Normal people don't vote for... Oh, okay, it's the same one. And again, you're completely missing the context. And by the way, he wasn't actually, you know, found to be guilty of rape or anyway, even in, you know, civil court. Now, I'm not saying it isn't possible, but you gotta show me the evidence first, please. Don't like abortions? Ignore them like you do school shootings. Yeah, I think if we tally up the numbers, I think there's more deaths from abortions by a significant, like, multiplier since 1970 than there has been wars in the last 100,000, like, not 100,000, sorry, but, like, probably, I mean, even probably 100,000, like, induced abortions, which is crazy. But it was, like, 2 billion or something like that. And that was worldwide, of course, but in the US, it was 63 million, which would have been a large chunk of our population, and maybe we wouldn't, you know, be dealing with birth rate declines at the moment if that was the case, or we'd have some safety net for them. I don't know, but these two things just aren't the same. You look retarded when you compare them. Mass deportation, let's start with Elon and Melania. But Elon and Melania have been a citizen in the US. Like, they got into the US legally. I already talked about how Melania started working a month before her work visa started, which, yes, is technically violating it, but are we kidding? She was going to be a citizen either way, it didn't really matter. And Elon is an African-American immigrant, so why are you trying to deport him? What's wrong with that? But yeah, I also think he started working when he shouldn't have, but at the same time, these are not the ones I'm really concerned with. It's really the people that undercut wages and jobs and the lower income, you know, communities and jobs. Those people are way more heavily affected by, you know, illegal immigration than the rich people, obviously. But no, we can't talk about that. You aren't a patriot, you're in a cult. Big, bright, and yellow. I think being proud of the country you choose to stay in is way more patriotic than being proud of being born gay or, you know, any of the other things that you're obviously born with, black, your race, your sexuality, any of that stuff. I can see the cult-like nature around Trump, obviously, but when we're talking about what we're being a cult about, I would certainly choose one over the other if I had to choose. Veterans are not suckers or losers, and was it this same guy? Was it the Atlanta guy who made this story as well, saying that Trump said this? It was Jeffrey Goldberg. This guy is like Trump's biggest op, I swear to God. The same dude who landed up in the Mike Waltz group chat. That's fucking nuts. One day, we will wake up to his obituary. You know whose obituary it is. Nah, but the Trump people are the ones who are in the cult while you're making fucking bumper stickers about the day he dies. Like, Jesus Christ. Maybe TDS should be defined as a mental illness. Rural Montana, we won't go back. Kamala Harris 2024. Mind your own damn business. True, leave me alone, please. Don't tell me what the fuck to say. Some embrace just enough religion to hate, but not enough to love. I am a patriotic Democrat with family values. And honestly, maybe without this flag, I would be more warm to Democrats being more like this. It's not as bad. Like, this is much more tolerable. At least they have an American flag, right? We're making some improvements. Oh, and this one was so popular, it got on it again with 32,000. Great. Oh my god, they did it again, dude. They cannot help themselves, except this one is orange with 31,000. How many repeats are we gonna see? Fuck Trump and fuck you for voting for him. Wow. We're really running out of ideas, aren't we? Voting is like driving. R goes backwards, D goes forward. You know, unless forward is immediately off a cliff, which is, you know, where a lot of people think it is. I mean, aren't they down to like 19% in favorability among the party? It's basically an all-time low, and this is CNN reporting on it. It's fucking insane. 8 months ago, Trump lost and you're in a cult. This one did not age well. Holy crap. Build this wall, and it is the wall between church and state. And you know, I always found this argument a little weird because I don't think it's, you know, I think it's if a society wants to implement religion heavily in their culture and in their laws, I don't necessarily see a problem with it as long as it is what the society has, you know, democratically decided upon. Like, who am I to tell another country what to do, just from a principled standpoint, you know? Like, a lot of our own laws are heavily influenced by Judeo-Christian values, so this argument always felt a little flimsy to me, but, you know, I would be interested in what you guys think in the comments. Super callous, fragile, racist, sexist, Nazi, POTUS? Holy shit. Now we're getting creative, look at that. Our creativity is rising to the levels of our retardation now, which is something I love to see. Everything is a conspiracy theory when you don't understand how anything works. You know, it's always funny because boomers say that a lot of the things that, you know, we know to be fact now as younger people are conspiracy theories simply because they haven't, you know, seen any of the updated information. Because a lot of the time, this information doesn't get released until like 30 to 40 years later. So while my mom still thinks I'm crazy for thinking the CIA, you know, boom JFK, it's basically well-known fact among, you know, my generation, so I can't wait to see what comes out in later years. Let's go Felon. This is probably the worst one so far. It doesn't even make sense. It's not funny or clever, it's just, who would buy this? Fuck Christian nationalism, read a fucking book. I think they do read a book, it's just not the one that you want them to read. You're in a cult, oh my god, how many times do I have to read this same fucking line? I feel like you're talking to such a small segment of society that will literally, you know, like everything that Trump does and worships him and has a bunch of Trump merch. And these are obviously the people that you're going to see in the media most of the time because it's politically effective. But I think most people, like, really just don't give a shit. They're well aware of all the flaws, yet they still vote for him, which means your party must be even fucking worse somehow. So let's start looking inward instead of outward. Republicans are hateful, greedy, and violent against Christ's teachings. Jesus is radically liberal. I'm certainly more warm to the greedy one, but I would apply that to Democrats as well. But the hateful and violent one, I certainly wouldn't apply to Republicans as much nowadays as I would Democrats. I mean, other than January 6th and a few, you know, one-off events that have a lot of notoriety, aren't people literally lighting Teslas on fire just because they don't like Elon Musk? It's like Where's Waldo, except it's Where's Hypocrisy, and the only person on the page is Waldo. And by the way, guys, I'm just going down one by one. These are the top of this year, and all I am doing is going down one by one to look at all of these. Like, it is insane how politicized this subreddit has become. I'm 44 minutes into my recording, and we've seen so many repeats and just the same thing over and over and over again. Do these people not get tired? Like, where are the funny ones? A working man voting for a Republican is like a chicken voting for Colonel Sanders. Equality hurts no one. Stop pretending your racism is patriotism. This is what you voted for. I could shit a better president. Build this wall, literally the same thing that we saw except less, you know, creative. Or sorry, artsy is the word I meant. I hope the fetus you save is a queer, atheist, communist immigrant. Like, what the fuck am I reading, dude? There is not a single one that I have passed that isn't political. Every time a Christian defends Trump, an angel loses its wings. I think Christians know that Trump isn't perfect, as like their entire gospel says that no humans are perfect. Maybe you don't like the philosophy of the religion, but they're not being entirely hypocritical. Lock him up, fascism, chaos, great job America 2024, divorce your Republican husband again, President Musk ate my cat, white dudes for Harris, fuck Trump, vote blah blah blah, pro-America, anti-Trump, again another one, abortions and school shootings. If you're not an American Indian, you are an immigrant. Yeah, I don't think that's how anthropology works, but okay. Fuck Trump and I don't know who Brandon is. It's not about bathroom and it was never about water fountain. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go through these, and until we find one that isn't political, I can't stop, all right? So I'm just gonna rapid fire through these so you guys can see it, but holy shit. I served, I am not a sucker or loser. Are you great yet? Because I just feel embarrassed. Again, the same exact one. I suck Nazi cock, great. Time to row your vote, yep, again. A lot of you didn't Google tariffs and it shows. Don't blame me, I voted for Trump. Don't buy a swastika. Divorce your Republican husband again. Science is real, Black Lives Matter, blah, 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 blah. Basically the yard sign, but on your car. I could shit a better president again, the same fucking thing. Yep, here's Trump again and Kamala tied to the back. Oh my god. I'm sorry, but this is fucking hilarious. What the fuck? Know your parasites up. Yep, there it is, Trump again. Dude, really, am I never gonna find one? How long does this video need to be? Blah, 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 blah. All the same ones. Please, please, please. No one's treading on you, sweetie. Oh my god, yes you are. No, really, he lost and you're in a cult. A felon. Trump is in a cult. Come and take it. Fuck Trump. Normal people again. If you voted for Trump, you owe the US an apology. Stop pretending your racism is patriotism again. Fuck the Democrats, I'm not gay. Wait, I'm gay, not retarded? Holy based! Holy shit, I love this, even though it's a Kia Soul. Oh my god, it gets 5 points for the message and then 5 points lost for being a Kia Soul. Fuck that. Oh great, another one. You're in a cult. Woo. Harris Waltz, obviously. Blah, 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 blah. Here, this one again. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, is this... Oh, is this one? 1/20/29. Oh, wait, no, that's Trump's ending presidency. Okay, next, continuing. Have the day you voted for, literal blah, 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 blah. Can we please, I want to end the video right now. Trump is trash, Harris Waltz. This isn't even clever. It's just a sticker. It doesn't have anything clever on it. 12,000 upvotes? Oh my god, that's a bit excessive. Yep, here's the same sticker for a third fucking time. Great. Maybe even fourth. I can't even remember anymore. We the people does not mean people like you. Everything is conspiracy. Again. Holy shit. Can we please find one that is not political and just funny? Is there like a rule that all of them must be political? Like, am I missing something? What? Can we find one that isn't defend, denied? Okay, that's the Luigi one. Don't tread on me and it's snakes in a uterus. This is somewhat clever. I'll give it that, even though it's stupid. Oh, it's the first one that we saw again, except it has only 9,000 upvotes. Okay, I think we saw all of these. Please, can we just find one? Okay, I'm going to newest. And if, let's see, new, okay, fuck Trump. God, is it really that impossible to just find one? Sorry for driving the speed limit. Some of us have warrants. Thank God. Okay, we can end it on this one. So I had to go to new and it only got 57 upvotes. But holy shit, talk about being in a cult, man. These people think about this man every single day and they love it. They have an obsession with it. It's like coffee. It's become so a part of their routine that they need constant consumption or they just fucking kill over and die. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it on that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I proved a point with all this. I mean, I probably only needed 10 to, but here we go. Here we are. And if you liked the video, like, comment, and subscribe, and on to the patrons. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for all of your support. I love every single one of you. Thank you to all my based gods, base legends, super based members, and base certified members. You guys are helping me grow the channel at an exponential amount, and like I said, please subscribe, tell your friends about it, or maybe don't if you want to keep them. I don't know. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace! Or today, actually.